Hi guys, and welcome back to Adam's Aquatics. In today's video, we'll be taking through the ins and the outs in the fish room this week. Okay, so we're going to start over here at the Pandora tank. This male has really started to colour up really nicely. He looks really good. And the females have started to settle in really nicely together. This green algae has started to grow out of control. We're just leaving it to let it go. We're just being very hands-off at the moment and very much just feeding the guys, watching them. That's kind of what we're doing at the moment in terms of trying to get them to breed, and just got really hands-off type thing in terms of trying to see what happens. So with these guys, they've had a little bit of breeding behaviour. You can see from the colour in this female here. She's clearly the dominant female and she looks the best. So we're just waiting to see if anything happens with the guy in here. That's kind of the plan with these guys. Okay, so in the cube, this Cacatoides male has grown really fast, and I'm really happy with his growth. This female started to really colour up. So I'm pretty sure she's laid eggs with this male in the back here, behind all of the Anubias and stuff like that. We're just waiting to see if any fry come out. This is very much an experimental tank. A lot of females in here with a male. Actually, I think 2 males now, because I thought that I pulled out what was a really colourful female, but actually is another male. So we're just waiting to see what happens with these guys. Again, it's a growing process. It's slow going, you know, week on week, month on month, day on day, and all that jazz. So we're just going with these guys. It's looking really good at the moment. Okay, with the Abiaxis, we have had fry. You can see that the female has got her breeding colours on. Her fins are down. She's been leading them about the tank. I'm pretty sure that they are all in this coconutty, hearty bit at the moment, and we're just waiting for them to get a bit bigger. We're going to remove the smaller male at some point, either today or tomorrow, just to make sure that they are not eating the fry. And that's kind of where we're at with these guys. I'm really happy that I managed to breed some Abiaxis. It's really it's just really exciting, to be honest. And that's kind of where we are at with these guys. You can see the big dominant male back there. He started to really show some colour and look really great. So this used to be Mars's tank. We've obviously got this black chin male. You can tell he's a male now that he's been removed from the tank with the other male. His big pointy fin has started to grow really fast, and he's starting to show some really dominant colours. Hopefully he'll breed with the Cacatoides females. I'm not really too sure. They are of the same family tree, so we're just going to have to keep going and see if that happens. Okay, also what we've noticed since we've removed that Cacatoid, that black chin female or male, is that the other female the actual female has started to grow quickly, and the male has started to take a real liking to her. Also, with all these Cacatoides swimming around in here, it is helping with their breeding behaviour. That's kind of where we're at with these guys. You can see him just chomping away at all the food in the tank. There's loads of Cacatoides females in here. I've been using them as, not as do the fish, but as a way of trying to stimulate breeding. You see that between them, it's quite important and impressive. You can definitely tell that this one is also a female, which is great. So hopefully eventually we'll get some breeding action from them. Every time I pull males from this fry tank, more big males crop up. So that comes down to the whole subdominant, dominant male piece around. If you remove the dominant males, the subdominant males will become dominant males, and we've definitely noticed that. Yeah, it's just really impressive, really. Okay, Kratos and his females. There's Kratos there, as always, hiding his pots, and the females are just swimming around. No breeding action yet. I need to get some dither fish in here, waiting for some funds to be ready in order to release them and to get some more dither fish in this tank. Might happen at the weekend, hopefully. Okay, this is the final tank on the rack that we're going to look at today. This is the group of Cacatoides, the 2 dominant males from the tank. You can see him really showing off, and the other male back there. Eventually I'm going to have to remove one of these males because they're starting to fight, and we'll see where we go from there. I think this might be the male that I keep in this tank. He's starting to look really good, and you can see how big he's getting. Really impressed with him. He's turned really aggressive in the last couple of days as well, so that's just one to watch out for when you're growing out fish. The aggression that happens when the males get big. You know, he will take up residence at the front of the tank, and the other male will go to the back. Luckily enough, we've got enough plant coverage in here to diffuse that anger at this present moment in time. Okay, that is finally some video of my L128 blue bat. Okay, so that sums it up for another week. A lot of hands-off stuff going on at the moment. So we're doing very much a wait and see what happens approach at the moment. I've cut back water changes drastically to once every 2 weeks. There's been no changes in water quality, and what I'm seeing is the pH lowering due to all the driftwood and the tannins in the water, and it's also helping to stimulate breeding in some of these tanks, which is something that I didn't really anticipate. You know, talked with some people around what they used to do a long time ago, and they used to say that they used to change water every like 6 months, so and they didn't even need to use plants. So I don't heavily stock these tanks, they're very lightly stocked apart from the grow out tanks, and then I still do like bi-weekly water changes on. So I'm changing a lot to a lot more hands-off approach, and the fish seem to really be enjoying it. I am topping off because some of the tanks are got a lot of evaporation, just because of the temperature of the room, etc. But yeah, that's where I'm at with the fish room at the moment. Really enjoying it, really enjoying watching the fish, and that's the most important part of this hobby. So if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Adams.aquatics. Still not active on there, but I say at the end of every video, and join me again next time for another video.